welcome to episode 1 of the BlockCast podcast. This is Soup, and
Okay,
anyway, back on track.
I'm accompanied by...
Please.
Gunny.
And I'm Bam. I'm filling in for Bam. Just kidding, I'm Haxel. I had you guys fooled for a sec, didn't I?
No.
We had no one fooled.
I had myself fooled. Anyway,
That's sad.
That's
let's
really
get
sad.
going. Get going.
But anyway, so we doing the podcast thing, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And we decided to steal from Minecraft for the first kind of topic that we decided to do with like our own personal stories of how we got onto the server/community. So I think Soup should take this because
Yeah.
Well, a long time ago,
in a galaxy far.
in a server far away, I met up with two young gentlemen who are known as Delbs and Feridor, and we found that our current server was falling apart. We jumped ship, and we decided, floating in the ether, to build our own ship. And we dubbed her Blocklist.
That's how we got into it.
And then BlockCast was created.
And that's how Blocklist was created.
So let's go next.
I
It's
mean,
very unorganized
chronological
podcast.
order, I guess.
Sounds
So that would
good
be
to
me. I found the forum post that Delbs had posted on Minecraft forum. Wow, shocker. I messaged him because I was on a server kind of that recorded, but they didn't have such a strong community. And then after Delbs and I went back and forth, I joined the server. I don't remember Soup for some reason. But
I was
ever since
small
I've been a
time
part
back
of the
then.
community. So
I was small time back then, and everybody forgets me anyway.
who's that guy? He has I don't know. But that's pretty much my story. I've been around ever since.
Oh, that I guess is
Whether
my
we
turn
like it or not.
So my turn. Call it. So pretty much, I was like, oh, I'm bored one day, and so I was looking for Minecraft servers to join, and I stumbled upon this one server on the Minecraft forums, and I saw somebody named Mr. Rusty something, Mr. Rusty Numbers. He was like, oh hey, I kind of want to join. Check out my YouTube channel. So I went out and checked out his YouTube channel just because I was bored, whatever. And I saw he had done videos on this server Blocklist. So I'm like, oh dude, that sounds pretty chill. So I researched it a bit, and then I found out that Delbs was running it, which wasn't a lie was a lie at the moment. And so I hit him up. I'm like, oh hey, Sir Delbs, I saw a Blocklist. I was kind of wondering if you could hook me up with getting me a spot on the server. And he's like, I'm not in charge of that anymore. So send me over to Soup, and from there just got into a Skype call with him. And I'm like, damn, bro.
I was doing a little bit of heavy drinking. I wasn't in my right mind, and
There might have been a problem with his thoughts at the moment, but
my someone switched my medication,
it was just a messed up situation.
and then Haxel was created.
Whoa!
So the sheep.
Since when are you his dad?
it's too far.
On the server.
Okay.
He's my
Server
server
dad.
father. Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so they got me to a Skype call, and I'm like, oh, fucking damn. And yeah,
And that's
how I got today. It's been like a month or so. So,
So I guess it's over to me now. Well, how I found Blocklist was because I was in one of Generic B's live streams, and then he got DDoSed. And then I saw Bam on Twitter, and then I watched some of his videos and liked it and subscribed. And then he uploaded Blocklist, I think, the next day, and I started watching that. And then I commented on his video, and then he said something about Soup. So I looked up Soup, and then started watching his videos, and then went to Flea, and then Haxel, and then
And then
Been part-
with the flea, and with the haxel. I
I mean,
just
I've
know
been-
we were acquired.
I've been part of the community probably for a month,
Yeah, you've.
He's
but
Yeah.
I've only been on for the server for I think a week now.
you've been
Yeah.
on for longer than a week.
Yeah,
Not
longer
much.
than a week because when Soup came to me saying, "Hey, should we add Gunny?" Well, not should we, but he said he's been a part of the server and the community more than some of the members that we have.
Yeah.
So
Indeed.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Gunny sat in on more me and Bam's live streams, which, God forbid, if he can handle those, then
he can handle anything,
he has the patience of a saint.
especially with either of you drinking.
Oh God.
I
We don't even want to get into
I
that.
I
Let's-
declare that I have yet to drink on a live stream yet.
Yet.
Not bad.
Keyword.
I disagree with that. But you want to know something I know Soup and I both agree on?
What?
No.
That Call of Duty has ruined this generation of gaming.
So,
Indeed. Segue. Sorry.
Okay.
My drink went down the wrong tube.
So that was supposed to be our transition to the next topic.
You don't make it that blatantly obvious.
We do make it that blatantly obvious because we've added that.
But
Anyway,
Haxel, Gunny, what are your thoughts on this?
so I personally love Call of Duty, but
Hold on, Gunny seems to be disconnecting,
Oh,
having issues.
Haxel, speak. Haxel, speak.
So I personally love Call of Duty. I have nothing against it, but I mean, I can kind of agree. I can see like eye to eye where you guys are coming from on the ruining generation of gaming, but I mean, it's pulled so many people into actually gaming.
My biggest gripe with Call of Duty is not with the gameplay itself.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the multiplayer. The single player of the Call of Duty games that I have played is actually really good. The storylines are really well made. The game is decently balanced in difficulty. That I don't have a problem with. But it's more the fans of Call of Duty
Definitely.
that drive me batshit because they don't care about the quality of the game. They just are multiplayer junkies.
and a lot of them
Yeah.
are under 10 years old.
Oh, Gunny's back.
They're
Oh, hi, Gunny.
they're essentially the jocks of the gaming community.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Oh, bringing this to the high school level.
well,
That's what I'm getting here.
it's a system that many people are familiar with and can relate to.
See, I just don't like the actual, like, not developers, but the people who sell the game. Because it's legitimately the same game, just copied
Yeah.
and copied and pasted and just sold for a quick buck. I mean, it's like, how much did Black Ops, when the newest one, whatever, I don't know what it was, came out, how much was that?
A lot.
$60.
Was it worth $60?
Not really.
Not
I mean,
really.
I probably have more background with Call of Duty than you three because I've played it. I've played it since Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare,
Yeah.
and
Damn.
I mean,
Damn.
at first it wasn't really that bad, but now they're just using the same thing over and over again because they earn so much money off the first few times,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and then you can't really go into multiplayer without getting. If you play for 3 hours, then you really can't play without getting into a hacked lobby or running into a hacker or modder, and it kind of ruins the game. And then what Super was saying with the fans, a lot of them are really young, and then they like 8-year-olds will cuss you out on the game, and it's
I don't mind having younger people in the communities, considering that's what helps grow them. But when they're swearing you out and when they're sitting there like screaming into their microphones, it's like, dude, please just take it down several notches.
That's why whenever I play games like that, I often have it just so it automatically mutes everybody.
Yeah.
Fuck
Definitely.
you, dude. I even squint better than you. reference. But anyway, and another thing that Call of Duty has that's really against it is their matchmaking system.
Oh god.
That thing is broken as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played a little bit of multiplayer Call of Duty. I was a level 3. Not level 3 prestige, not level 3, I don't know.
Just a level 3.
Level 3. I was paired in with level 4 prestiges.
Yeah.
People who have literally spent nothing but of their lives going, oh my god!
Well,
And-
Call of Duty.
the thing is, to somebody who plays Call of Duty, I mean, I kind of still play it. Not as much as I used to, and I probably play it once a month at the most. It's really not how high of a level you are that says your skill. There's certain stats like score per minute that says it, but then you can't really go by that because there's boosters that will sit there and take one of their friends. They'll go into a lobby. They'll be on different teams, and then they'll just go for kills. And they'll just sit in a little corner and go for high kill streaks and get a crap load of points and not even play the game legitly.
Yeah, and the thing that I really hate about Call of Duty multiplayer is that you get the higher level you are, you get better equipment. Which, quote unquote, better equipment. I honestly say that all the machine guns fire and do the same bit. It's all really aesthetics for the most part. But you get, quote unquote, better equipment, better skills. I don't know what the hell they're called. But
Perks.
yeah, you get better shit.
Great vocabulary.
And that is perfectly fine. A level up system is okay. It adds a little bit of variety to the game, but you have to equally touch it to a decent matchmaking system where you have big shit versus big shit.
But the thing is, even though a lot of Call of Duty, like, to the outside view is shit and crap, there has to be something that they're doing right to keep the community as it is and becoming one of the best sellers all the time.
I will counter this with one saying: never underestimate stupid people in large groups.
People throw their money. People legitimately, I feel like they're throwing their money at this game.
Yeah.
Just because, like, going back to what Gunny was saying with the whole, like, sitting in a corner thing, it's just like you're trying to get higher up in those levels, and you're trying to get, like, all this better stuff, even though, like Soup said, it might not even be better, for Christ's sake. And it's just turning into this mad rush of, I don't care what I'm throwing my money at, but I'm just going to throw at.
That and it's not even. Most of it's not their money. Like Gunny said, a lot. Like we said earlier, a lot of the community is 8-year-olds, so it's not their money.
Exactly. It's almost like.
And it's an M-rated game.
In Call of Duty, like with one of the latest map packs for Black Ops 2, you'd get a gun with it, and that kind of makes me go away from Call of Duty. Because it makes me think they're going to start getting to microtransactions. Like if you pay $5, you can get this awesome set of guns, and I don't even want to be a part of that.
You mean they haven't done that already?
Yeah,
No,
I was about to
haven't.
say, haven't they done that already? I could have sworn I heard something about, like, Black Ops, or maybe it was like Battlefield, or God knows, one of those.
Oh
games.
yeah, it was definitely
And
Battlefield. Battlefield did that.
They took. It was after the game had come out, and they said, okay, if you pay this, you get everything that all those people worked for. That really pissed me off.
That
Like-
was Battlefield. That wasn't Call of Duty.
Yeah, I thought it's a first-person shooter.
I know that for Black Ops
Call
2's...
Go ahead.
Oh, for Black Ops 2's their Revolution DLC, I believe. I know they gave out the Peacekeeper gun, which is really, really OP compared to the rest of the guns. And so you're going up with your not as epic guns up against the Peacekeeper, which could probably just
Annihilate.
wreck, from what I heard at least.
Which brings back to my point of the matchmaking system isn't balanced correctly. I'll give you a decent example of a game that does have, at least I personally think, decent balancing system, and that's the Halo games. they had a matchmaking system. You grow in level, and you had a number or a rank that judged your skill level. The matchmaking system there put you against people of similar rank.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're obviously you're not going to get 8 colonels or 8 sergeants or warrant officers or whatever in a game. So they, as your matchmaking wait time goes, they expand the butter zone of, okay, this person is this rank higher than you or this rank lower than you, like 1 or 2. We'll let them into this game because you've been waiting a while. So, and it works out really well because you are usually going up against people of usually similar skill level. I mean, yeah, there are some people that like remake their accounts, or if you're at higher levels, buy their accounts. So no system's perfect, but you're never going to, as a private, go up against a 2-star general who just cleans the floor. And in Halo, all the guns have the same stats.
Yeah.
It's all about what you pick up. It's not about, oh, I'm a general, so I get this amazing gun. Now, I can't say about Halo 4. I've heard things that kind of make me nervous. I haven't played it.
I've only played 1 or 2 games of Halo 4.
But I've played a lot of Halo 3 and Halo Reach, and I love the matchmaking system there because it's very good.
Yeah. I mean, Call of Duty is basically just multiplayer. That's all Call of Duty is. Single player with the campaign and all. Yeah, that's some people play that and they really like it and that's all they play. But most of Call of Duty's money is going towards the multiplayer and like the zombies and all that.
Which is really, really sad in my opinion, because I have played the Call of Duty games single player and really enjoyed them. Like I played Modern Warfare's 1 and 2 and played through the single player and thought, this is actually a really great single player campaign. It's not like, it's well written, and like I said earlier, it's balanced very well. There are some parts that are overly difficult, but it's not like, oh my god, why is this here? This is so stupid. It's more like, okay, I need to do better.
See, what I hate is it seems like gaming companies and everyone, they're like, games like this, they have, single player, multiplayer. Then games that you want to play single player in, such as SimCity, they just released a game that you can't even play single player and can't even play if you're like offline. That's ridiculous to me.
Especially when the servers don't even work half the time.
Yeah, and then, one thing.
Then they release a patch that doesn't even help it.
The server issues are just gonna happen. I mean, that's.
I know, but that widespread of a thing, and they kind of just ignore it.
I'm not a fan of them moving it to be just a segue, by the way, to just online, to just cloud storage, but I'm just gonna say na boo boo, because I have for the longest time said cloud storage is not the greatest thing in the universe, and everyone said it was. I disagree. I like having things on my hard drive. I like having disks.
Exactly.
I don't have iTunes. The only thing I have on the cloud is Steam, and that's only to save a little bit of hard drive space on my computer for games that I don't play very often. Everything else, I literally have a disk for, or it's on my hard drive. Like, I am the type of person that I don't like to download online, like music or movies or whatnot. I like purchasing the disc and having it delivered to my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm more of the digital person. I like downloading all my music or something onto my computer, and then I can just have it on a hard drive and it's there. I don't have to worry about scratching a disc or anything.
Plus the fact that once, in the future, I play SimCity 2000 a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I have a PlayStation 2 downstairs, and I go down and play SimCity 2000. But the thing is, because they have the servers online, once, in the future, when better games come out, EA is just going to shut down the server, so you have to buy the better thing. It's not going to be, I can go back and play this. You don't have a single-player option.
Yeah.
You're going to have to play on their server.
That is slowly going to happen. And I'm just going to make a small prediction. I think that this version of SimCity is not it's a test platform.
Yeah.
They're
It-
seeing if their servers can handle it. They've obviously seen that it can't. They're also testing out multiplayer for SimCity, which I'm pretty sure that anyone who has played SimCity would go, yes, this is amazing. There are a lot of things in it that I don't like, but the server side, it's got hiccups, but it's a whole new test platform. It's something new, so hiccups are going to happen.
Yeah,
But
it's a
there
good
are-
idea. It just was not executed well. It's like they just wanted to get it out, and then they realized, well, we kind of misanticipated this.
They're
And-
also just trying to cut down on piracy too. That was one of the main reasons they went to just multiplayer.
People are still pirating it, though. It's
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
it's not that like a bunch of people constantly hack the game. It's one person that pirates it, and then everyone else is like, "Holy crap! There's a hacked version," and just sprint to it. It's not gonna lower it. Someone's gonna be smarter.
I mean, that was the whole point of Origin too, was to cut down on piracy and try to just get them more money when they probably end up losing more money than what they would have with just piracy.
It's kind of a thing that you have to kind of. It's an industry. It's a for-profit thing, so they have to do everything they can to keep their profits coming in, and if they don't bring in profits, then we no longer will have SimCity. So. And yeah, the whole claim that the piracy is destroying the industry and all that's bullshit. Everyone knows it. But they still can see it as a threat, because it is a threat. If it gets too much, it'll destroy the industry from the inside out.
Definitely.
So it's one of the things that it's small cookies right now, but what they want to do is they want to nip it in the bud before it can become a problem for the industry. So I can see it from that angle, because as you wouldn't want someone to you want the floor to drop out under you because someone pirated your creations.
But pirating is happening constantly, all over the place, whether you're a musician or you're in the movie business. If you make it, someone's gonna steal it.
Yeah, and I am not saying that they are not fighting a losing battle. They definitely are. But it's one of those things that it's still a battle worth fighting. It's, you're not going to win, but you're going to slow them down. At least a little
I need to
bit.
get a new mouse. I need a new mouse, and I'm definitely considering the grind-proof gaming gear by Logitech. Definitely. Take that under consideration.
Haven't they not released anything about that, though?
No, I don't know. Have they? That's
Personally, I don't keep up with that stuff because
not a It's
all the
more
stuff
advanced.
that I use, I don't use a mouse. My mic is my mic. I mean, you guys know my mic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I have a laptop.
I've had
So-
the mouse I have right now, I've had this mouse for probably 5 years, 6 years, and it still works. Even though during UHC, which you'll see in the second episode, kind of stopped working a little bit, but I mean, it still works most of the time, which...
self-promotion.
This last Christmas, I just retired my old gaming keyboard and mouse because I got some new ones for Christmas, and I'm probably not going to trade those in unless something really bad happens for years. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I had my old gaming keyboard and mouse for a year or two, and they weren't necessarily high quality stuff. That what I have now is high quality, or at least better quality.
Yeah, but with like the whole race of just everything, like I nearly feel like more time goes on, the more obsolete things get very quickly. Like I'll have a mouse, and then like next week it'll be obsolete. It's getting ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's something that you really need to. That's either the industry is going to have to decide. The industry is just going to have to decide that we're either going to have to be able to create. Honestly, I'm hoping that the industries go into creating slower, but creating better.
Yeah.
Something that instead of lasting 5 months, lasts 5 years.
Well,
If it's
like-
a little more expensive, I'll pay that.
Like consoles. Kind of
Yeah,
like
exactly.
how it's spaced out so much.
Yeah, like Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox Street. I think the lifespan of a console, not in how long the console's going to run, but until the next one comes out, is roughly 4 years. I think is the average between
Yeah.
generations.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, I mean, the new generation is supposed to be coming out this year.
Yeah, so like PS4 and Xbox 720s.
And even though the PC constantly stays up to date,
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, PCs are
More
constantly
customizable.
evolving, where consoles are evolving
very
through
slowly.
through stages. No, they're not evolving
Well,
slowly.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
They're more square-lined evolution, where PCs are more streamlined.
Yeah.
PCs are more. You can customize a PC more than a console, and
Yeah,
a
you can build
console
one in your
has
house.
a console has something has somebody overhead, like the CEO of the company, saying you can't release this or work on this now and not later, or work on it later. Which a PC, there's always new stuff coming out, like new hard drives, the better graphics card. There's all kinds of new stuff coming out.
Yeah.
All the
Before
time.
going
It's
any
almost
further,
like games need to catch up with PC sometimes, because it's like sometimes I got my laptop, and I mean, not the best thing in the world, but it can run things properly and decently, and it's a pretty quote unquote cheap laptop. It's starting to get into the points where someone who has a couple $100 can afford to play so many different games.
Yeah.
That-
before
Then
going
you
any
have the
further,
people just keeping, like Rockstar, keeping their games to one console, and then you can't
Though
play it.
I am going to say that to defend the companies that just go console is a lot easier to go on specs of a console than on a PC.
Because you have
Yeah.
the same thing for everybody, but for a
Because-
PC, you have different graphics cards and all kinds of different RAM numbers, and you have to kind of give the average and make sure you can get the majority of the people to play it.
Yeah, I mean, I buy an Xbox 360 game, and I put it in my Xbox, which is a Halo Reach Xbox. It's gonna work. I go to Don's place and throw it into his. I think he has a Slim. I don't remember. It's been a while. And throw it into his Xbox. It's gonna work. I do the same thing with a PC game. Throw it into my PC. It could work. I throw it into Don's PC. It could not. I could throw it in Flea's laptop. It could not work. So
before we go on any further, real quick, I just want to say that we're not associated with anything that we're talking about. We're not associated with Xbox in any way. And we're not advertised by them and stuff. So just thought I'd bring that up real quick.
I think most of us here have played Xbox, and I mean, I've never played a PS3. Never.
I haven't played a PS3. I've played PS2. I've played PS1. I think I played a PSP once. Haven't touched the
Yeah.
Vita.
PSP wants.
I've played PlayStation 2. Loved that console. I played Xbox, GameCube, Wii, PlayStation, Xbox 360, PS3. So I actually
played-
have a PS3
Yeah.
sitting in front of me, unplugged.
A PS3 just chilling there.
It's just chillaxing.
See,
I have a rant on the PS3, but I'll save it for another time.
see, I have like all the old games and like because I guess it's just kind of like a nostalgia factor. I have all the old like the GameCube, the big ass Game Boy, like first games ever played on those consoles. Memories of just like
you
Pokemon Blue and Red and
you want to talk about that? I have the only reason I don't have my entire collection of gaming memorabilia is because I'm sitting in an apartment and it would take up too much space. Like I have a Super Nintendo that doesn't work. I still own the console, but it doesn't work. I have a list. I have a lot of games for that. I have a PlayStation 2 that does work, and boxes on boxes of games for it.
Stacks on stacks.
Stacks of games for that. Memory cards that are chucked full of game saves and cheat codes.
If I were to go back and save all my games, I would probably have as much as you, Soup. But I've given a lot of mine to younger cousins who are getting into gaming. Or like where they used to get into gaming, and like I would get the new Xbox, the new Xbox 360, and I would give them my old one. That way they could play it.
Fortunately or unfortunately for me, my cousins are sports junkies, so
same.
My entire family is primarily sports junkies outside of my immediate family. So there's not a lot of trait. Makes holidays really interesting.
Meeting peeps. Who's jealous?
No one.
No one.
If you're jealous of my peeps, please leave a like on the video.
But honestly, like thinking of first game, like first consoles and like first games, like I always think of the first time I played Minecraft. Not that that's like the first game I've ever played. It was one of the first PC games I played, but it's crazy how far it's come with updates. And
Definitely.
I have to bring this up. Minecraft 2.0.
Oh, good lord!
The overpopulation of sheep floating in the skies about now.
I haven't played with it myself, but I've seen it, and there's a lot of things in it that I like, but there's a lot of things in it that I don't like, and I'm going under the assumption that it's not a joke.
It's a joke.
Oh, I know it is a joke.
There are some things that I am ashamed to say that I want added to the actual game.
I think that I think they put it out there as a joke, but they're also using it as like, what do people actually like in this update? Like, would people actually want to see this, like the stained glass? I would love to have stained glass.
Oh, stained glass! If they added stained glass to the game, let's just say that I will be redesigning everything.
Because it's like see-through wool.
It is.
Basically.
It is see-through wool, and I will be redesigning everything.
Just see your Nitho's eye just in the ground, just stained glass.
Oh no,
everywhere.
I'm putting that in the sky. I'm going to change the front of the arena to have a Nitho's eye out of stained glass because I can.
Ooh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, probably would actually.
I would hate myself every day looking at it because I've tried to keep Nitho out of the arena.
I've just been trying to suppress every single memory I have of Nitho so far.
Because he just killed you.
Well, there's a one way I can assist you with that. I can have Nitho kill you with his sword and turn you into some soul sand.
God.
But one thing I really liked from
that.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
One thing I really liked from the update, though, was the quote-unquote dungeons, I'm gonna call them, because, like, I want more generation in Minecraft, because after running, like, I feel bad for Kurt, because he's running, in the same direction without anything. Like, yeah, there's a quirky little world generation, bugs, but I want to see a little more interaction with the world, you know?
I actually would like to see the opposite.
What happened to the
I want
topic
to
of first video games played?
I want to see the generation become more like it was back in Kurt's world. Because the thing is, Farlands or Bust would be really, really dull if Kurt did it in a modern version of the game. Because
Yeah, I know that.
the
New world
generation, the new world generation is repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
and
You don't get the floating mountains or the epic tall rising like Mount Everest mountains.
yeah, you don't you get things. Yeah, you get cool terrain generation like in the extreme hills and in the deserts. There can be some cool things, and they've done a lot of terrain generation that's really cool. But you can like I was running through a cave the other day, and I was like, okay, placing torches, okay, and I could just tell by how the map curved, like how the stone acted. I could tell when it was going to dead end, when it's going to open up into a larger cave, and I remember playing in 1.7.3 and like not having a clue.
Yeah, that's one thing. They need better, less.
Less structure, more random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to see more like not villages, but stuff like that.
That was kind of what got me into Minecraft. Was like how epic some of the things would look. Like you would come around a corner from exploring or something, and then you would just see this tall rising mountain range with
When Minecraft
floating
is beautiful,
mountains or
even though
something.
it's made out of pixels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate to toot my own horn, but the mountain range that I put the monuments in, the reason I did that is when I ran down that way, like, I like this area, it's a nice little area, but what's around? And I saw that mountain range and I thought, these are epic. Or the mountain that I built my spawn house on. Like, that was the first time in a long time that I've seen floating blocks that just looked random. So I built my spawn house up there going, this is mine.
Yeah. I think they kind of ruined the terrain generation when they made it less
Sporadic.
random.
I am going to say that it is, while I won't say they ruined it, I'd say that they hurt it, but I think they also improved it a lot. Because there is still a lot of randomness in the game. I just wish there was a little bit more. But if you're going to have biomes...
Oh, fuck.
And have those biomes be able to do, like... Oh, well, we're going to spawn in sand castles and jungle temples into these places. You can't do that in the old terrain generation because there were no biomes.
Yeah. It's weird to think how far it's come.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something that it's a give and take. I mean, you're either going to have to give up the biomes and all the things that you can have there, or you're going to have the really amazing and random terrain generation. Personally, I would take the biomes. And here's one thing I'd really like to see to improve the game. More biome-specific mobs.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Like
Not like the pink wither.
not the pink wither, but I mean actual biome-specific mobs. Like, I know they have it to where pigs and cows and whatnot spawn in
Sheep.
certain biomes. Yeah, sheep as well. Chickens.
Like on Sheep Isle, it's a stream house. I get sheep there all the time.
Yeah, or like wolves always spawn in the snow biomes. That's kind of cool, but I'd like to see like silverfish that only spawn in deserts. And that they make like little holes in the ground and they only come out at night.
That would be
That
cool.
would be pretty
Because-
But
cool.
not as much as the slimes. Oh god.
Oh god.
Well,
The
no,
slimes are just annoying because of the noise they make.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but yeah, it's and things like the slimes coming into spawning in swamp biomes. That's really cool in my opinion because it makes something special out of the slimes or out of the swamps, which are really kind of wasted area in my opinion a lot of times. Or like some sort of variation of snowbat for the tundra biomes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be neat.
And it could just be, for all intents and purposes, a reskin.
Yeah.
If you reskin a mob, that's perfectly fine with me as long as it is suitable. Like the silverfish that spawn in the deserts, make them brown, or a sandy color.
It might also be cool to have mobs that only spawn like in caves, like only underground. Like they have cave spiders which spawn in abandoned mine shafts.
But that's
Those need a spawner.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like random, like you're down there in a cave and you're digging iron or something, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, a mob comes out and it's only a like a troll or something.
Yeah.
Troll under like a mine shaft.
something.
You can't pass.
You shall not pass.
Something I would like to see is as you get deeper and deeper, mob spawns either become more frequent. Like, let's say you go to diamond level, mob spawns become more frequent. Like, the rotation, the timer that says, okay, I'm going to spawn a mob here, as you go deeper and deeper down, gets higher and higher.
But that might also cause a lot of lag with all the mobs spawning there.
Yeah.
Or...
I mean, it's... People scream at Notch, fix your game! And Jeb. All the time.
Here's another option. Mobs deeper down are tougher.
Oh.
Ooh,
Like either physically or offensively tougher. Or
like
both.
the armor and stuff.
Like have on the surface, mobs spawn with leather armor. Okay, big whoop. Or gold armor. Down at diamond level, they spawn with iron armor or full sets of leather, not just a headpiece.
Or enchanted if you go down like past diamond level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just something to make the game a bit more like...
Like, I've literally ran through... I've done mining and just, like... It almost becomes boring because I could do the same combat up top. It'd be kind of nice if the difficulty was raised as you go deeper down.
That's honestly, I think that's why I've started to listen to LPers instead of like physically watch their videos, because like I watch Kurt's videos going back to the World Generation 2. I watch Kurt's Farlands or Busts, but then like if Generic has a video or something, I like their personalities. I put them on in the background while I'm doing work or I'm playing Minecraft myself, only because it's kind of similar. I mean, maybe listening I don't get as much out, but...
Yeah, I have on more than one occasion listened to BOO while I'm doing something repetitive in Minecraft, like putting a roof on the arena for what I didn't do on a live stream or whatnot. I was just listening to B-dubs going, okay, place a block, place a block, place a block, place a block, place a block. Hello, guys.
Oh, yeah, like today while I did a prank on Flea today, and for that I was watching Milby's ultra hardcore.
You didn't
call that a prank.
You didn't record your pranking?
I did, but I went into time lapse mode, so
time lapse of 5 minutes.
But anyway,
wasn't too worth it.
But I don't even like, even when it's not repetitive tasks per se, like the podcast, that's the Minecraft podcast or ChronoCast or whatever cast, our cast, your cast. I listen to those obviously, but even when it comes to like just normal videos, sometimes even things that I probably should be watching, I don't watch until like Generic or Beat Up screams so loud that I have to check what the hell is going on.
I watch most of the time if it's like a group thing, because for some reason that seems like I need to watch that more than like if it's BOO playing building with BOO playing a single player world.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to watch the multiplayer more than when they're alone.
Like, I probably missed some things because I know with all LPers that do collaborations, there are things that happen that they don't really vocalize about. Like, maybe, like, just smacking someone around and killing them, and, like you might laugh, but then I don't pay attention to what's about
Way too
laughing
much.
to.
Yeah, like I oftentimes listen to a lot. I have some videos that I listen to more than I watch, like building with BOO. That is a very often a listening video because it's not really. Yeah, I will. Oftentimes, I don't usually play something on my computer that's playing the video. I often have it on the screen, but I could be doing other things like programming, or for those of you who don't know who are listening to the podcast, I'm in school to become a programmer. So
Is in school to be a soup?
So you're listening to someone game while you make video games.
Oh,
yeah,
deep.
that is
Essentially.
that is the ultimate goal. I ain't making games yet, but in future, possible. But
So do you think we'll get those games free?
Dude, fucking blocklist.
A
Like your
blocklist
family
game.
here.
A blocklist
game.
I don't,
Dude,
I don't know
blocklist the
yet.
game. We'll just have like me jumping in lava every so often. A couple skeletons in there.
Everyone's screaming
Murdering
at each
me.
other. Everyone in handcuffs.
Neither just
Neitho.
randomly killing somebody.
Like a little laser beam coming from Nito's eye, striking me.
So do you think that's a possibility, Sue?
I
Just in the
could.
background, millions of sheep falling to their death.
Well, that's Minecraft. But yeah, anything is possible with coding.
Anything.
Anything.
But it's all right. So
How long do you guys think we've been going for?
my drink is out. So
Your drink is out.
and to answer your question, Haxel, we have been going for about an hour. So I
Well, no,
think
because
I'm the wrap up.
that's what the Skype timer says. But we were talking for about 20 minutes before.
Oh.
I have 40
So-
minutes and I dropped. So
I remember the time that we started recording, and
So I
I added an hour to that, so we should be close to an hour. So I think that this is as good a time as any to wrap it up. Don't want to make it too long.
yeah.
That's what she said.
And perhaps
No,
you
that-
should refill your drink, Soup, so we can cheers to God knows what.
Well, actually, unfortunately, this is my last bottle.
Oh.
Aww.
I'm gonna have
You
to
didn't
get
even
more.
share with me.
Come on.
I unfortunately, Haxel, it's
Selfish.
illegal. It's illegal for me to give you this stuff.
I know.
Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, we'll be doing more of these eventually.
We're
YouTube.com/the only Haxel.
Shut up, Axel. And we're
I'll make sure to edit that out.
just a random blurb.
Beep.
Just
Or-
like a fair door.
YouTube.com Superior Minecraft LP. Just overlay.
Yeah.
No one will no one will notice. No one will notice
We
Haxel's
should definitely
voice.
not do that.
Going from a small little 14-year-old voice to a deep throaty 21-year-old.
21-year-old.
21-year-old who eats nails for breakfast without any milk.
That's the sign of being a hard ass. That's
That-
when you go,
you're looking for badass.
nope, hard
Yeah,
ass.
hard ass is kind of random.
Nope.
Hard ass is something else which we I'll have
Oh,
Flea
God.
explain to you when you're older. But anyway, that's our time. Thank you guys for listening to us ramble.
Thank you all for stopping by. Don't forget to leave a rate, comment, subscribe. Make sure to check out everybody's channels down in the description.
And maybe we'll have a guest or two next time.
And
or
not Haxel.
later.
Who knows?
Not Haxel.
I am a regular on this podcast, so I deserve.
I'm gonna take this ship down.
If I'm going down, you're going down with me. Anyway, yeah.
Later, guys.
Until next time.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.